What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel. And if you guys are new, welcome. We have been popping off lately, even with the end of the season and lack content. So thank you guys so much for that support. Means a lot to me, and hope everyone is doing well and is enjoying the community that we have created here. So thank you guys again so much for that. Love every one of you. Now in today's video here, I want to go over nice exotic armor that we can be using next season for Solar 3.0. We're going to be going over every class, Titan, Hunter, and Warlock, kind of doing a little baby rundown on why I chose these exotics for each class as well. Alright, so first off, we are going to be starting with our Titan here, and we have 9 pieces of armor that I want to quickly cover out of the 35 that we have for each of our class. So our Titan has 9 that I'm going to cover, Hunters have 8, and then our Warlocks have 10. Now, starting off for our Titan here, we have the Khepri Horn Helmet. Now, this is solar damage kills, recharge your barricade, and unleashes a blast of solar energy when summoned. So when you have your barricade and you cast it down, it actually sends out a line of fire. So this is going to be super nice for getting those solar build kills, and then also having that solar damage recharges barricade. It's going to give you your barricade back super fast. Next off right here for our Titan, we have the Loyally Splendor Helm. Now this thing is pretty cheesy in the PvP realm, but definitely one of the best helmets to use for that bottom tree Sunbreaker, which we won't have trees, but this will be great. So you have your sunspots heal you when you are critically wounded with a full class ability energy, or when you class your barricade, you create a sunspot at your location. So when you throw down your barricade or you are critically wounded with a full energy for that barricade, you create a sunspot at your location. So it's very easy to heal and spread those around. Next off, we have the Ashen Wake Gauntlets here. So bring the heat. Fusion grenades now explode on impact and gain increased throw speed. Final blows with fusion grenades grant grenade energy, so this is going to be super nice for pretty infinite grenade fusion builds with Solar 3.0. Next off, I actually have 2 that I'm going to kind of throw together for 2 different reasons. We have the Synthoceps and the Worm God's Caress. So first off, Synthoceps buffs melee range, and being surrounded buffs damage. So this could be nice for getting those shoulder charge and solar melees, creating solar spots we'll see with that extra range and damage. And then this is kind of the same thing. Melee kills increase melee damage. So as we continuously get kills, like with our throwing hammer, we can stack up that melee damage and get increased damage with those. So these will both be pretty good for melee builds with solar. Next off, we got the Hollow Fire Heart with the Sun Furnace perk. So improves the recharge rate of your solar abilities, greatly improves recharge rate while your super is charged. So if you're holding on to your solar super, you're going to be getting your barricade, hammer, and grenades super fast. Moving on here, we have Heart of the Innermost Light. This is a kind of versatile one, so using an ability, grenade, melee, or barricade, empowers the other 2. So when we throw down our barricade with this chest piece, we can have increased melee and grenade ability based on throwing down that barricade first. So this could help in some of our endgame content, depending on how the builds go with Solar 3.0. Moving on here, we have the Phoenix Cradle Legs. So your Sun Warrior lasts twice as long. Allies who pass through the sunspots are also granted Sun Warrior. So this is going to be super nice for having those sunspots around the map and then getting them to last longer, as well as giving them to your allies. Last but not least, I threw this one in here, the Path of the Burning Steps with Firewalker. Solar Final Blows periodically grant you escalating bonus to weapon damage. You are harder to slow or freeze with stasis, and when you break out, you no longer take damage, and also creating a burst of solar energy around yourself. So this will be nice for having some of those strikes that have those enemies that slow or freeze you with stasis. So we will see how this one plays out with our Solar 3.0. For our hunter, first off, we have Trusty Dusty right here, Celestial Nighthawk. Modifies Golden Gun to fire a single high damage shot. Enemies eliminated by the shot explode and grant you super energy. So this is going to be super nice for our hunter with Solar 3.0, ripping people for damage with Golden Gun. Next off for our hunter here, we have the Young Ahamkara Spying Gauntlets. So with the Wish Dragon Teeth, increase trip mine duration and blast radius. The ability damage grants trip mine energy. So this will be good for having those crazy trip mines, possibly within a Crucible build, probably more than the PvE realm, but we will have to see again once the Solar 3.0 comes out. Taking it back a little here with the Shards of Galanor with our Blade Barrage. These things used to be absolutely broken in Gambit because of its exotic perk there. So hits and kills with Blade Barrage return super energy after the super ends. So when you throw that and hit all of those knives with Blade Barrage, you are getting a decent amount of super energy back. We'll see how this again plays out with Solar 3.0 and Blade Barrage in general with the changes. Now for me, this is more in the PvP realm for exotic arms. We're talking about Arthira's Embrace. This, the weighted knife, gains a second bounce. Rapid precision hits with your weapons grant the weighted knife significant bonus damage and ability to stun unshielded combatants for a short amount of time. The empowered weighted knife is strong against unstoppable champions. That is kind of nice for the PvE realm, but also there is way better ways to get that to proc. So this is super nice for hitting those Kobe shots, those bank shots with your knife inside of the Crucible. Moving on to our chess pieces here, we have the Ophidia Spate. Now this grants us 2 knife charges. So this will be nice for using that solar build, probably dodging around with Gambler's Dodge, something like that, getting our knife charges back super quickly and just being able to throw them to keep ads at bay. So this is going to be a super nice one as well. Next off, we have another chess piece that grants us double abilities. The 6 Coyote right here grants us 2 different charges. So this will be nice again to dodge around, either reloading or using Gambler's Dodge with that double dodge to get back our melees a lot quicker. Next off, we have Frosties. This one is a very interesting because it can be used in any of our subclasses really again. So rapid cooldown, increase grenade, melee, and dodge regeneration while sprinting. Dodge increases your sprint speed as well. So this could be nice for something that we're running around a lot, possibly like Crucible, getting our abilities back super fast, or if we are in a strike running around anything like that, getting our abilities back super fast again. Going to be interesting to see how this plays out with Solar 3.0. Last but not least for our hunters, we have the Bombardiers. So Parting Gift, dodging leaves behind an explosive that detonates after a short delay, damaging the target around it and creating a secondary effect based on your subclass. So for Solar here, it's going to burn targets. This could be kind of crazy depending on how Solar Burn works with the Solar 3.0, creating Warmind cells. I'm not really sure, but having that burn, getting abilities back faster, I would guess something along those lines we're going to have. So I think Bombardiers might take a little peek up because they are definitely underutilized at the moment. Moving on to our Warlock here for the exotics. First off, we're going with Verity's Brow Helmet here. The 4th magic. Weapon final blows with a damage type matching your subclass energy grant death throws, which provides a grenade bonus damage and grants you grenade energy. While you have that buff, death throws and throw a grenade, nearby allies gain greatly increased grenade generation for a short period of time. So this is going to be absolutely crazy with Solar Elemental Wells, Elemental Ordnance, creating those solar explosions with our grenades, getting all of this to proc and doing damage with solar weapons. The synergy for this helmet is going to be super crazy, and I'm super pumped for this one, especially for our Warlock. Next off, we have another helmet here with the Dawn Chorus. This is super nice right now for bottom tree Dawnblade. Your Dawnblade projectiles cause targets to burn on contact and deal more damage to them. All of your burn effects last longer, and you gain a small amount of melee energy each time one of your burn damages a target. So this is super nice for getting those melees back super fast, creating that burn effect everywhere on the map, and that little bit of extra damage with your super. Next off right here, a well-known exotic in the PvP realm, PvE realm, everything like that, the Sunbracer exotic gauntlets. We have increased the duration of our solar grenades, and solar melee kills grant unlimited solar grenade energy for a brief time. So this is going to be super good for stacking those solar grenades and solar melee kills for our Warlock here. Next off, for our Warlock here, we have the Starfire Protocol. So fusion grenades have an additional charge and recharge from Empower weapon damage. Fusion grenade kills grant Rift energy. So it's going to be a pairing with your Empowering Rift, because those fusion grenades give you Rift energy back, and then you also gain an additional charge and recharge rate from weapon damage in that Empowering Rift. This is going to cause a great synergy between solar weapons and then also our solar fusion grenades. Next right here we have the Wings of Sacred Dawn. This is definitely more of a PvP exotic. When Dawnblade is equipped, aiming weapons while you're mid-air suspends you for a short period of time, improving airborne accuracy, in reducing income flinch, and granting damage resistance. Weapon hits extend the effect's duration, so this is nice for jumping off those crazy angles on the map for Crucible. Next off right here we have Chromatic Fire. Precision final blows with a kinetic weapon create an explosion of the element of that same subclass. So with using our solar subclasses, getting those precision final blows with a kinetic weapon, we'll be able to create solar explosions, creating more of that solar synergy. So we'll see how this one plays out as well with that solar changes to Warlock. Coming up towards the end here, we have our Phoenix Protocol. So kills and assists you make while standing in your Well of Radiance returns super energy. So this is going to be really nice. It is nice already when you're standing in your Well of Radiance. Getting those defeats, you get back super energy, creating just that ability to pop more and more Well of Radiance. It'll be probably even better once Solar 3.0 comes out. Next off right here, we have another solar synergy with the Mantle of Battle Harmony. So takedowns with weapons that have a damage type matching your subclass element grant you super energy. So this is going to be nice to change those solar supers together when we're getting solar energy weapon defeats. While your super energy is full, you instead gain a temporary bonus to weapon damage of that same matching type. So our solar weapons, when we have a full solar super, are going to be doing a little bit more damage based on this chest piece right here. Luna Factions right here, one of the OGs for Well of Radiance. Your Rift gain the additional ability to increase weapon reload speed, and then your Empowering Rift makes weapons more effective over longer ranges. This also works inside of Well of Radiance, so this is a nice little versatile pair of boots here. This is going to be super nice to have that increased weapon reload speed and then have that little extra ranges with Solar 3.0 and those weapons. Last but not least, right here, we are going for the Prometheum Spurs. I know y'all haven't seen these in a long while, but we're going to cover them. I think they might come back to the spotlight inside of Solar 3.0 here. So defeating combatants or guardians while Daybreak is active creates a healing and empowering rift at their location. While standing in any rift, solar weapon final blows grant rift energy. When the rift energy is full, final blows consume your rift energy and create healing and empowering rift at the target's location. So this is going to be a very interesting way to get a double rift at spots where you defeat enemies when you have that Daybreak active, or when it is fully charged in your rift and it'll just start dropping them at locations. Very interesting way to play it out. Gonna be kind of interesting to get this to proc and drop at some points, I feel like. But with the changes coming, I think that this might take a little spotlight jump. Not too much, possibly, but we will see, like I said so many times in this video, with the Solar 3.0 changes. So that is it for the exotics that y'all should be collecting for next season with Solar 3.0 coming out. I know that there was a lot of them, and this video is a little bit longer than normal, but definitely a lot of these are going to be helpful for builds next season, and I think you're going to see them using a lot more than they are right now once we get those nice juicy Solar 3.0 changes. So thank you guys so much again for watching. Hopefully this helped you guys out, grind out some of these exotic armor pieces for Solar 3.0. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Thank you again for watching. Peace.